All right, good evening, ladies. Welcome back to another episode of Pumpamentals. We're going to go through all the best opportunities of the week, and we're going to do a bit of a short episode because I have the man flu from Morocco. So, sorry, I was away, or we were away last week. So, back with it today. I don't think the markets are a little bit quiet, but we're going to go through everything that's the most interesting that's going on. We're going to start with some new apps on Hyperliquid and Hyperliquid EVM that are really interesting, and then go through the usual stuff, memes, opportunities, etc., etc. So, welcome, Confusion. How's it going?
Hey, yeah, good thanks. I was just gonna say, you were saying sorry for missing last week. Do people actually watch this? I've never actually checked on YouTube.
It, I, a few people watch it, but I think we get like a couple hundred views, so
Wow,
nothing
that's pretty
crazy.
good. That's pretty
Yeah,
good
I think
though, to
like
be honest. For not, we don't really market it or anything. So,
no, I don't. I think also YouTube, like it kind of doesn't really recommend your live videos as much until you start doing live videos more often, maybe. So maybe it'll pick up over time as opposed to like normal style videos. But live
yeah.
videos are so much handier, to be honest, because you don't have to edit them or upload them. They're just
I also
go for it.
prefer
Like,
generally prefer watching live videos as well because it's more real-time information and it's just more kind of yeah, no, interest natural, I guess. Yeah. So,
okay, yeah. Well, I never watch live videos because I like to watch everything in double speed. So I just get
yeah, that's the only disadvantage. Yeah.
yeah,
2x, 3x speed. So.
yeah, I get so infuriated. Well, not infuriated, but I just get like, come on, let's
Get to
go a
the
bit
point.
faster.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to it. Sure. Okay. Well, we'll start with some Hyperliquid apps. So, first one I wanted to talk about, or we wanted to talk about, was Liquid. So, I've talked about this before. This is kind of like an amalgamation of Pumped Off Fun and Jupiter all in one. So this is just Jupiter's right here. So like just a swapping mechanism, a DEX aggregator. So it will find whatever hyper EVM coin that you want and find the best route for it. And then it has this trenches tab, which is like basically like pumped off fun. And I think, yeah, there's probably opportunities in the hyperliquid trenches. I don't know if you've been looking at them at all, but I haven't really. But there hasn't really been any killer hyperliquid memes yet. But
Yeah, I
have you seen
haven't.
any?
No, I
Yeah.
don't really feel like it's a meme chain, but it feels like it's more serious,
No.
but not in a bad way. But like I actually hold that liquid token just in case, it pops off. Then I'll just get the upside from liquid and don't have to worry about the memes. So
Yeah, exactly. And you can actually stake your liquid, and you get rewards. So let's see if I got any rewards. I don't even know how to check.
I should really stake my liquid. I don't think I have.
Yeah. So I've gotten $5 off $300.
Nice.
So let's go.
Nice.
That's actually
I
that's
think I've
actually
got a
helping
similar
us.
amount of liquid.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, just a little. But you know, it like I actually did launch a meme on this, and it wasn't as seamless as Pumped Off Fun. So, and this Dex, I don't know if people actually use this so much. Like, you don't really need a Dex, or sorry, a Dex aggregator. Like, people just do it directly on Hyperswap. So,
mm,
yeah, I don't know if it's like definitely the most. Like, it sounds really good, but at the same time, it's 50 million market cap. Oh, jeez, I sold it there. What did I sell it there? So it's still pretty low market cap,
I should have
all
sold it
things
at
considered.
100. It went to 100, right?
Yeah.
I should have sold it there and then bought back, but I'm not good at
Yeah.
swing trading, so
Mm. Um, is there anything else you want to talk about Liquid? I want to show a new one that's just come out as well.
no, go for it. Yeah.
So this is called Liminal. I think we actually discussed in the last episode we did about
Yeah,
like doing the funding arbs on Hyperliquid. So
that's right. Yeah.
basically, yeah, if for example, let's go to some of the perps. Uh, this is a negative funding of 115%. So basically, what you could do is, if you held this token usual, you could sell it, sell the spot, and then long this perp, and you'd get 100%, 150% APY. And so you can just go 8-hour fund in this way. And this one is the inverse. So you would short this perp and buy the spot, and you would get 14% APY. And basically that's what Liminal is doing for you. And it's just finding all the best opportunities. So you can get 13% APY on your USDC, and it's doing all of that for you. And they take a 10% cut. But obviously the nice thing about this is you're using the Hyper EVM. You're getting this nice little yield, and that will help you towards the eventual Hyperliquid airdrop. So if you want to sign up for this, I have a few referral links. I don't think I've sent any out. So if you want, I'll leave them in the description, or just DM me. I'll send you one coffee, John, if you want as well. But
yeah, for sure. That'll be good. I mean, not gonna lie, it's a bit complex for me, but I don't mind just checking it out. I'm more of like into the like when things are done by themselves, like the Hyperliquid vaults. I kind of like those because you just put your money in, and then someone's doing, like, it's like a fund, I guess, doing it for you. So
that's exactly what this one is doing. So you just deposit.
Really?
Yeah,
okay,
you just
then
deposit
I like
into.
it.
Yeah, it's delta neutral. So you just deposit, and then they do it all for you. Like, they find the best ARBs and opportunities on those platforms to do that.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
So, yeah, so it's just handy, and might help you towards the next airdrop as well. And if you have just idle stable coins, this is probably low risk, because it's not very complicated. It's just like people are paying a lot to go long on Bitcoin. So there's going to be people are paying 10% to long Bitcoin right now. So
is that because there's more longs than shorts, so the funding rate goes up? Is that
exactly
right? Okay.
Yeah. So basically, you see the mark price here?
Let me see. Yeah.
Where I'm pointing, like, this Oracle price is different than this mark price. So basically, in order to get them to be equal, it incentivizes people to long it. So then the perp price matches the perp price matches the actual price. But yeah, basically, yeah,
right.
That's what it means. Oh yeah, another one is called Tryliquid. I'll see if I can show you this. This, you just have to sign up for it, but I haven't got access to it yet, but it's basically an app for, like, a mobile app for Hyperliquid.
This is the one I'm trying to get into. I'm in some group where they're going to post codes, but they haven't yet. So, but I'll let you know if I can get any codes for this.
Okay, nice.
Because I'm a mobile person, so this would be perfect to use. So.
Yeah, like, it'd be so handy to be able to, like, monitor your trades on the go and not.
I heard that Paradigm invested into this one. I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm. A rumor,
Yeah,
but
well,
yeah.
There you go. Was there any topics you want to talk about, or will we move on to a different one?
To be honest, yeah, this was the only one actually. This app. This is the one I want to try. Otherwise, I haven't been doing too much on Hyperliquid. I did buy some more Hyperliquid when all the war stuff was going on and it went down.
Yeah.
I didn't get it at $30, which was the lowest, but I got some at 34. So yeah, it's all right. I really wanted like $25, but it never got there. So I'll just wait.
Yeah. I can show you my shitty levels if anyone cares. But obviously, this is like a really big level. I need to turn off the. It's too messy. This one here, like $28, is a big level, and then this one here as well, $31. So they're like insane entries if you get them. I think right now we're actually heading into a little bit of resistance around 38.
Agree.
Yeah, it's actually kind of tried to break through a couple of times. So
I did see someone today moved $40 million from Solana to Hyperliquid. So
apparently,
pretty insane.
Yeah, apparently that was Drake.
I saw that
on the street.
Do you think it is?
Well, like, I actually do remember him being involved in Solana a little bit, like a couple of years ago or something. So it could be,
That's
yeah. And
true.
maybe he follows Handsome, and obviously Handsome's turned from Sol to Hype.
Yeah, he is pretty influential. Yeah, it probably is true. Probably is possible. Yeah, yeah.
It could be, I don't know, but there you go. Well, what are your feelings on Solana right now? Actually,
Mm, I see a lot of cool Solana people I follow saying I sold all my Solana into Hyperliquid. And
really?
I think that is kind of smart because Hyperliquid is the strongest horse. But
Mm.
also I wouldn't really fade Solana. Like I do think like I personally have good position in Solana still because I mean, yeah, sure there's less upside, but I do think that like there's so many Solana ETFs. I even saw today SpaceX is launching some coin on Solana. I don't know. There's like it's just a retail chain, so I just think it's going to do well. So, what do you think?
Yeah, what that was in regards to SpaceX, which would be amazing, is like some company is getting SpaceX stock tokenized on Solana, and obviously SpaceX isn't a public company, so that would be like huge for like people to be able to access SpaceX stock would be insane. Like a lot of people want access to that company, so that would be really really cool. If I know it's so, I saw one tweet by Chow. Do you know Chow Wang? Uh, or no, I think maybe it was Ryan Watkins, and it kind of summed it up quite well. Solana will be the chain for tokenization, and then Hyperliquid will be the chain for perps. So perpification of everything on Hyperliquid and tokenization of everything on Solana. So I thought that was a really interesting way to frame it because, yeah, perps are amazing and they're great for gambling and short term trades and funding arbs and stuff like that. But some people want like tokenized versions of things that whether you don't have to worry about, funding rates and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that absolutely makes sense. And also, I think Solana will still be the chain for memes. Like it just has the culture for memes, like Farcoin, right? It has so much volume, and that's on Solana. So I don't think people will buy memes on Hyperliquid.
yeah, that's fair. But I don't think it's just going to be memes on Solana. Like there's a lot of things like everything. I kind of think everything crypto that could be built on crypto will could end up on Solana because it's the most performant chain for those kind of general purpose stuff. So maybe stuff like polymarket competitors, stablecoin transfers, all of this could end up on Solana, and then Hyperliquid becomes the trading venue for like a more of a trading all in one encompassing trading venue.
Yeah, yeah, that totally makes sense. I'm surprised Solana doesn't have a good perps product, to be honest. Maybe that's coming up.
Yeah. Well, they have Drift, which is okay, and then they have that one lighter. Have you seen that?
Oh, I
Heard of
have a
that?
code for that from ages ago. I never used it because I thought it was on ETH. So
I
I never
believe. I
used
think.
it.
I think it's on. Let me see. I think it's on Solana. It's
I
on
would
a.
have
It's
totally
on a.
used it if it was on Solana. I didn't realize.
I think you still can. I think it's. Oh no, never mind. Ethereum layer 2. Okay, I'm wrong. Excuse me. I thought it was on
The
Solana.
Yeah, I mean, I kept meaning to use it. I just don't like EVM. Like it even
Yeah.
took me a while to get on Hype, but then the
Yeah.
product's too good, so I will actually use EVM for Hype. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. And Solana's UX is so much better than EVM. I'm just kind of looking at the Sol ETH chart here. I think this looks like a good buying opportunity for Sol versus ETH. But yeah, I'm not long ETH whatsoever. So I just like kind of looks like a trend line. You know what I mean?
The only bull case for ETH for me personally, short term anyway, is Mega ETH. But I don't even think that's actually, to be honest, that's not even a bull case for ETH. It's probably a bull case for Mega ETH token because it's an L2, right? But yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only thing that interests me on ETH.
yeah. And I think also Solana ETF 91% chance this year, and a 55% chance by the end of July. So within the next month, there's a 50% chance we'll have a Solana ETF. And yeah, that's going to be insanely bullish, even more bullish than the Ethereum ETFs, because there's no grayscale. Remember the whole grayscale thing with Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs when they came out?
Yeah.
Solana doesn't have that overhang. And
Oh.
yeah, so there won't be that sell pressure on Solana straight away. And apparently these are going to be staking natively staked ETFs. So you'll be able to get the yield on through the ETF as well, which I think TradFi would love. So
That's cool.
I think this could be, well, I think once this does drop, the Solana will pop a little bit. So I think this is, it's worth being somewhat allocated to Sol still. I know everyone's selling their Solana for hype. So I'm still just really bullish both of them. I think they both have their place and they're both very much in competition with each other, but I think there's room for both of them because they're both really good, essentially.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I also did a bit of research into, have you heard of Kita?
I have, and I've been watching it for ages and I never bought it, but it looks pretty good. It's some like really fast chain, right? Wow, look at that chart. Like, why did it dump so much?
I think it just dumped so much because it went up so much.
Yeah, that makes sense. It looks good though to me, but
yeah, I did a bit of research into it and it does seem interesting. It's like backed by the previous CEO of Google. So I think because of that, it probably will get a lot of boomers interested in it. And it actually does, like I looked at the tech and it actually does have 10 million transactions per second, which is like absolutely insane. In comparison, like Solana has 65,000. So it's like a couple of orders of magnitude faster. And I think Fire Dancer will have 1 million transactions per second. So this will still be 10 times faster or 10 times more transaction speed or 10 times more transactions per second, which doesn't necessarily mean it's faster, but it means it can handle more scale.
That's pretty cool. Do you know, will it be its own chain or will it be like an L2? Do you know?
It's going to be its own layer one, but yeah, I think people are maybe a little bit too bullish on it and think it's like going to become the next Solana or something or the next XRP. But the one problem with it is it's not like general purpose. So it's not like you won't be able to put smart contracts on it or they'll be quite difficult. So it's basically just going to be used for transfers and for atomic swaps. So being able to buy and sell things. So it's just going to be like a highly regulated institutional chain for like banks and stuff to send and receive money and to make swaps on a blockchain. So it's not like, it's not like Solana general purpose. You can build your own smart contracts and make perps and you can make DeFi. You won't be able to do that on Kita from my research. So
it's pretty limited then, yeah. But interesting to watch, I guess.
Yeah, well, like it does have its place in the fact that you'll be able to like KYC certain accounts. So basically, they just really set this up to focus on regulation and anti-money laundering and all of this for banks in particular and for central banks and that kind of thing. So that's like the unique selling point, I think.
Right, I see. On another note, have you seen Syrup? I just remembered I saw some tweets about it.
Yeah, I've seen this has been hard chilled everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't hold it, but it looks like
Jesus.
it's wow, it just pumped again. It looks like it's a tokenized it looks like it's like an RWA kind of thing where you can tokenize stuff and stablecoin yield thing. I don't know, like I haven't done too much research, but I saw Y22 bought it and then I started looking into it. So
yeah, I haven't researched it either, but I've seen a lot of people saying this is like a really interesting project or this is like so amazing and stuff. So it's one of the coins that I've yet to research. So It sounds like it's good. Like the people who are shilling it are smart people, but yeah, I don't know much. I know it's just DeFi, uncollateralized loans, I believe, is
And
what
that's
the
another
product
thing it
is.
does. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
It's
I
like
don't
an
know much about
Ondo
it.
competitor apparently, but then people compare the market cap and say, look how high Ondo is. This one's like low. You should buy it. Obviously, that's not the best reason, but it looks interesting anyway. But
It probably buys back its own token as well.
it does. It does. Yeah, there's no cap or something. I think if I know I've been researching a lot of things today. Maybe I'm getting confused with a different one, but I think that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, another one that I've seen people shilling, which is a bit smaller, hasn't taken off as much yet. This one, liquidity. So this is another one I've yet to research. So this is a bit lower market cap. Have you
Agent
heard of it?
Agent HUD? No, Agent something keeps shilling this.
Agent Chud.
Yeah, Agent HUD. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, crypto Messi from the last cycle. That's his new account. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
yeah. I think he was one of the OG CT guys. So yeah, this is one I've been meaning to research. DeFi seems to be doing well anyway.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, the Agent Chud guy, Kobe, always replies to him. So yeah, like you said, even I don't even know much about this protocol, but I just know because that guy's shilling it, it just pumped anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah, DeFi is doing actually quite well when you think about it. I'm surprised DeFi on Solana hasn't really popped off yet.
I did see
Like,
Jupiter do pretty well this week, though.
oh really?
Yeah, I think it was
Like,
one of the top performers of the week.
okay, but like Camino, this is like 500 million market cap, and it's just like such an amazing product in comparisons to, well, Aave is a great product as well, but it comes with all the headache of being on ETH. Let me see Jupiter. Yeah, it feels like maybe some of this Solana DeFi could be, if you want a more speculative bet, could be good if Solana ETF comes out. Maybe people start using DeFi on Solana again.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
yeah. Anything else on DeFi that you're looking at?
No, it's just mainly Hyperliquid. Is the only thing because I prefer looking at the new tokens of the cycle and just so strong. Like I just bet on that one.
So you've bought a bit more hype here. Do you think? I think it might need a bit of a break here, but I don't know. But
Yeah, I
like,
would love to see a retrace, honestly, so I can buy more. I don't really want to buy any more above 30 if I can. Like,
yeah,
but it's probably wishful thinking. But
yeah, yeah. I think it'll be. I think this one here at $31 would be a nice entry if you got it. But yeah, I think it could chop a bit before taking off. I don't know though. Like it just kind of looks like it's broken this obvious trend line. Maybe it takes a minute, bit of a breather for the summer, but who knows? It's still like the most talked about coin, so it could just keep going.
yeah, yeah, we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, and also the stock market is going crazy. I only have 2 stocks at the moment. I have Coinbase and Tesla.
I have the same.
And
Yeah, I have the
Coinbase. Oh,
I
really?
have those two. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I do have a little bit of Circle, but not. I did buy
Oh, you
some,
got
but
some?
I didn't really buy much. Like it wasn't even really even worth it. It's just because my stock account didn't have much money in it. I didn't want to transfer, so I had like a few $100 I put it in Circle. But yeah, I probably should have sold Circle because Clemente shielded it at the all-time high, and then it just tanked. But yeah, I'm holding it for
Yeah,
now. Yeah.
yeah. The thing is that Circle gives half its revenue to Coinbase.
Yeah, I just thought the market would just carry on ignoring that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing was that Circle's market cap almost flipped Coinbase's market cap when
Yeah, that probably was
Coinbase
the top. Yeah.
that was the top, and then that's when Coinbase ripped and Circle actually dumped. So it's literally just on that.
I just, you know, Kathy Woods, that ARK investor lady,
Yeah.
she was on the Diary of a CEO and she signposted this trade basically. She's like, me and all my rich friends, she didn't say it exactly like this, but she basically said, me and all the hedge fund managers are going to ape Circle. So that's why I bought it when she said that. So yeah, I mean, that's probably why it went to a crazy valuation. Maybe just because of ARK investment putting so much money in.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of TradFi wants to get exposure to stable coins. And then on the back of like all the crypto stocks are going crazy, like all the crypto stocks, and like nothing's happening on chain or in our own tokens.
It
But
kind
yeah,
of
on the
makes me
back,
worry. It's like, is TradFi just going to buy these and not altcoins?
yeah,
Don't know.
they're not gonna buy meme coins. Definitely, they're probably not gonna buy a lot of altcoins. So that's kind of what I'm thinking is like, what coins are the boomers going to buy? And I think the boomers will buy something like Hyperliquid.
That's
They'll
what I'm
probably buy,
thinking.
yeah, something like Jupiter, something like Kita, probably Sui, like these kind of coins, and Bitcoin, of course, and Ethereum probably,
And yeah, and Solana, to be honest, as well.
and Solana.
I
Yeah,
think all normies, like, if they know anything about crypto, they kind of know Solana now. So
yeah. Um, and I think the boomers have all the money, and
they do.
the Gen Z don't really, and millennials maybe a little bit. So it's kind of thinking where the boomers going to allocate for the next few years, and that's why the
If
stocks have
they,
been pumping so much.
I think if they do buy a meme, it will be Fartcoin. I think it just makes it's just so ridiculous. And you know, Bloomberg is tracking it now as well. It's like the only meme coin they track, I think. So
That's hilarious. Yeah,
uh
you're probably right as well.
yeah. I mean, I could it because it's the joke is kind of lame but funny, but boomers would find it funny. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna buy SPX. Even though I like SPX 6900, I don't think, and it is outperforming Farcoin. I just think boomers will buy Farcoin.
That's probably true. Yeah, and then the other stock that I own, I'm not buying as much of it anymore, because it's up a bit, but is Tesla obviously because
Robo
they just
taxis.
they just launched their robo taxis. So it's been doing quite well. Well, it got up to 350, and now that was on the robotaxi launch when it went well, and has pulled back a bit. I think I still like it in the low 300s, but yeah,
I saw the founder of Uber, or one of the founders of Uber, followed Tesla yesterday, which suggests he may be joining for because it makes sense, right? To get him to lead robo taxis because he does such a good job with Uber. So that's pretty interesting.
I don't think they'll need him or want him, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe,
they're gonna
but
make their own. They're gonna make their own app, Tesla, for the robotaxi. So I think Uber's dead, and Lyft are all going to be absolutely annihilated.
wrecked. Yeah, yeah. I would not be
Yeah,
buying Uber stock right now.
no. Yeah, they're done for over the next few years. Oh yeah, I wanted to say, like, as a more general thing, I'm starting to realize that a lot of my gains are just from buying Solana at the low, buying
Mhm.
Hyperliquid and buying them in size, and just making like big investments when I have high conviction on like a medium term time frame, and like probably trying to reduce the amount of trades that I do. And this is kind of what Base 16Z is talking about here. And this is like his returns over the last number of years. And I just worked it out. Like if you did this with 10 grand,
I
that
saw
turns
your
into 100.
post.
Oh, did you actually? Yeah, that turns into 160 million. And he just says this is just from, one or two trades at a time. Just like one or two big trades is all you need per year to get like an insane return. So I think less is more in crypto. Like you can obviously have a little bit of fun on chain, but really most of your gains are going to come from those one big trades that you do well.
I agree. You just put like a large amount and get 3x or 3x, even a 4x is going to way outperform like so much trading. Because I know
Yeah.
someone who I learned this in 2023, I think, when someone I follow bought, obviously they have a lot of money, right? But they put 100,000 into Pepe when Pepe was already pretty high, I think 1 billion. And then, it went to like 3, 4 billion and then they cashed out, right? So obviously
Jesus.
that's very risky because it's a meme coin. But I guess because it was on Binance and it's one of the only big memes, new memes that was on the exchanges and liquidity was good, they probably felt safe, comfortable to do it. They could have got wrecked. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
recommend it, but like, yeah, that like, I'd rather be buying like Solana at the lows than buying Pepe. And it would have Solana at lows would have outperformed anyway. But yeah, that is good. Like for me, I've kind of been doing similar where high allocating to Fartcoin. I know it sounds crazy, but it has so like really good liquidity. And then I think my best trade of the year was Launchcoin, and I had to wait a while for it to pump, but it did really well. And yeah, it just really helped my port. So
Yeah, so it's about being patient and waiting for really good opportunities. And yeah, actually, this guy, I don't know if you've seen this guy, Sniper. He put up like how to do well on memes. A little. Sorry, I should have bookmarked it. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, maybe it's too far back because he tweets a lot, or I've missed it. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's quite long, but basically what he's saying is, so when a meme coin pops off, maybe we can look at Firecoin or something. Wait for the big first initial pullback, and if you think it's a good meme, wait until everyone thinks it's dead after the first pullback.
yes,
So that would be like here, or actually maybe even like this one, or even this one, when everyone thinks it's dead.
exactly.
Don't,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. And then that's where you get the big massive returns. So it's just about waiting for these opportunities. Maybe wait until it starts uptrending again, and then boom, you can get a big. That's how you get like good trades on meme coins specifically. And then the other, like the swing trades, the long term swing trades would be on like big market cap fundamental coins. But for meme coins, that's probably the better strategy. Wait until they're almost dead, and then maybe they'll get a random pump, but maybe they won't. But the risk is probably lower than buying way up here. So for something like,
Like maybe Housecoin. I don't know. Like I'm not a big
yeah,
fan, but kind of my gut feeling says maybe I should be buying this because it's retraced so much. But I don't know.
yeah, yeah, like everyone stopped talking about this now. It still is down only, but geez, yeah, this probably isn't a bad entry. This like previous all time high, and maybe
Yeah,
it'll
because the thing is,
jump.
it's like Chill House is a derivative, right? That's doing well, and like this is the original, which usually can come back more. So
Oh yeah, we should probably mention Chill House as
Chill
well.
House is very funny though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't hold it. I wish I did, but it's too high
Man,
for me
you
to
were
buy.
you, you were the one saying in the last stream, this is gonna rip. This is gonna
I
rip.
know. I never take my own advice. It's
I
doing
it was
so
like
well.
here.
It's hilarious. Honestly, like I just laugh. Whenever I see it, I laugh. And someone actually made a good point. It's like the shadow of, what was it, Retardio. It's like a similar sort of vibe, like to Retardio. And
Yeah.
I can see it. So
Yeah, it is hilarious. It's just so ridiculous. And that's kind of like the memes that you'd want to buy, the most ridiculous one.
shame, I don't know, I shouldn't really admit this, but I hold another one which is a derivative of this. So, and it's doing okay. It's like, have you heard of Gore Chain? There's like Gorbana House, Gorbana Chill House. Like, please no one buy this, but I bought it pretty low. So it went to dust and then I don't know why this week it came back. So I mean it's nothing crazy, probably like four,
This
five
one?
hundred K.
No,
Um
no, it couldn't be that one.
it's
What's it?
called if
Corbana?
you yeah, Gorbana House. If you type that in, maybe it will come up.
Am I spelling it right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, the
Or
third one.
this one?
Oh, it went up slightly again. Okay, it's almost 500. I don't
Ooh,
recommend to buy this. I don't know why it's going up, but I just bought it like a few weeks ago and it went to zero. Whenever Gore came out, I thought, let me buy this. I don't know why. And, but if you look at the Twitter, it's quite funny. So that's probably why I, bought it. But I never normally buy this sort of stuff, but the Twitter was just funny. So I think so. But I
uh,
don't know why I bought it because I never even buy derivatives, but this is a like a triple, quadruple derivative or something. I don't know.
the one I made is called Chill Liquid, but I think it's gone now. Don't know where it is. Anyway, yeah, another derivative. And one of the last things I wanted to touch on was Cled. What are your thoughts on Cled at the moment?
See, I like it, but I got a decent entry when everyone was like, no, I think I got it a while ago, and then yeah, so oh, it's retraced quite a bit. I mean, a lot of people flooded it, even Kobe flooded it, which with
Oh,
legit
really?
kind of, yeah, with kind of legit points. I think the founder said he had all these investors in KLED, but he was misleading because they were actually invested in a different startup of his. It wasn't
Yeah,
KLED.
yeah.
Um,
Then a
so
trilogy.
neutrality, yeah. So, but his app seems pretty good. People are using it. He's paying people for their video footage. So I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, I still think it's really cool. But yeah, it's not great if Kobe is footing your bags. Probably the worst person to foot.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. I mean, if you're, yeah, I still hold it. I hold this in the ecosystem and poly PQ, but even
PQ,
that
yeah.
one's not. It's kind of retraced quite a bit as well.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
It
Jeez.
kind of got vamped. There's another one called Flipper, which is like a poly market bot, but on Twitter. I think Flip
Okay.
R. Uh, yeah, maybe 1P and then R.
Oh,
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that one. Okay, that's retraced too. But you can just tweet Flip R like bet on the mayor of New York to whichever mayor to win or something, and it will do it for you.
Cool. Yeah. Polymarket, stable coins, and Hyperliquid are the main products of this cycle so far. And meme coins, pump fun. So yeah,
Yeah,
if you can get exposure to any of them in any way, it's probably not a bad bet.
yeah, yeah. I agree. And then yeah, there's not much else really. So
Okay. Anything else you wanted to touch on, or is there?
there was some stuff on Mega ETH, but maybe we could do that next week.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know anything about Mega ETH. I haven't even tried it.
They have some really cool apps. Like there's a leverage trading app, but you tap. It looks really addictive. It's not out yet, but it's called Euphoria, and you basically just keep tapping, guessing where, like, if the chart's gonna go higher or lower, and it looks really good.
Is it like a game more
It's
so
like a
than
game, but yeah, it's like a game, but you're leverage trading.
yeah? Because there is a game on like that on Abstract, which is kind of fun as
Oh,
well. I don't know. Yeah, you probably haven't played it. I'll show it to you. It's
yeah.
actually um, it's actually quite fun as well. Uh, where is it now? Roach Racing Club. I'll show it to you quickly if I can get into a game.
Sure.
Go away. Oh, it won't let me play. But okay, well, basically it's a race, and it's the same thing. You're tapping if this chart is going to go up or down, just using your initiative on how the chart looks, and then if it goes up and you're right, then you get a boost and you get to go faster, and vice versa. So it's actually quite fun.
Interesting. Is it pretty fast, like to update whenever you tap?
Yeah,
Was there
yeah, no,
lag?
it's instant. It's like in a race. So it's like, yeah,
Okay, then it's pretty similar to Euphoria. So yeah, okay, interesting. I'll
yeah,
definitely have to try this.
yeah. All right, cool. So I think we touched on all the main stuff. Yeah, the stonk market is where most of the action is, and I don't think we're really so much paying attention to the stonks, but hopefully on chain comes back a bit over the next few weeks. And yeah, what do you think of Bitcoin right now? Actually,
I'm not much of a charts guy, but honestly, there's so much good news about Bitcoin. Recently, we've had some like bad news events, and it's held up pretty
yeah, that's
well. So
true.
I just think yeah, it's like it's a good hedge against inflation and stuff. So yeah, I think it's just going to keep going higher. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. It's just such a cock tease trying to break this kind of 110 level, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like, just come on, let's go. Like, maybe it'll struggle for a little bit longer, but it might even take the whole summer again
probably
before it
will. People are saying that
finally
summer chop.
yeah, before it finally pops. So I guess just be patient. But yeah, Bitcoin is still one of the easiest trades. I think the downside is probably limited actually. Like maybe it can get back down to here or like here, but I think there's no way it's getting down to here. Like considering everything it's withstood, like you said, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and you got loads of these companies just buying Bitcoin with their like treasuries and
Yeah,
stuff, and it's pretty insane. So it's got a lot of demand.
yeah, exactly. All right, well, thanks so much again for hopping on, and maybe we'll chat again next week.
Yeah, yeah, sounds good, man.
Great. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. What's the weekly set schedule for your shows? Um, every week on a Wednesday at 10 p.m. UK time. And then someone says, evening, ladies. Good evening. All right. We'll wrap it up there. Talk to you later, guys. Cheers, Comfy Jen.
Peace.
Bye. See you, bro.
See you, mate.